Greetings, dear saint, and welcome to our study, the last one for this week, the Friday, 24th of January 2024. And on the further thought, we are reading Ellen G. White, the Beatitudes, page 6 to 44 in the book, Thoughts from the Mount of Blessing. I quote, "All who have a sense of their deep soul poverty, who feel that they have nothing good in themselves, may find righteousness and strength by looking unto Jesus." He says, and I quote, "Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden." End of quote. Matthew chapter 11, verse 28. He bids you exchange your poverty for the riches of His grace. We are not worthy of God's love, but Christ, our surety, is worthy and is abundantly able to save all who shall come unto Him. Whatever may have been your past experience, however discouraging your present circumstances, if you will come to Jesus just as you are, weak, helpless, and despairing, our compassionate Saviour will meet you a great way off and will throw about you His arms of love and His robe of righteousness. He presents us to the Father clothed in the white raiment of His own character. He pleads before God in our behalf, saying, "I have taken the sinner's place. Look not upon this wayward child, but look on me." Does Satan plead loudly against our souls, accusing of sin and claiming us as his prey? The blood of Christ pleads with greater power. Ellen G. White, Thoughts from the Mount of Blessing, page 8 and 9. Discussion questions for this week. 1. Look at what inspiration above said about how, thanks to Jesus, we are presented to the Father. He presents us to the Father clothed in the white raiment of His own character. End of quote. No matter how discouraged we might get at times over our faults and shortcomings, or how often we don't reflect on others, the kind of love that God pours out on us, why must we always come back to the wonderful news that we are accepted by the Father, because Jesus presents us to the Father clothed in the white raiment of His own character. Question 2. Imagine how the mother must have felt in the case of the two women who came before Solomon claiming the same baby was their child. Consider again the language of emotion described in 1 Kings chapter 3, verse 26. How does this shed light on the same kind of language that is used to describe God's emotions for His people in Hosea chapter 11, verse 8? Question 3, the last but not the least. Throughout the Gospels, we have seen that Jesus often was moved by the needs of the people. And what did He do? He acted in a way that addressed the people's needs. What are the practical ways that you as an individual, or even perhaps as a class, can meet the needs of those who need comforting? These 3 questions, and the ones that have been asked throughout the week, we need to consider them and possibly respond to them, or prepare the answers that we may give in our classes tomorrow. Thank you, and have a blessed preparation week. See you tomorrow, and happy Sabbath in advance.